This is the big story that we are tracking this morning. Animal rights group PETA is set to challenge the Jallikattu order and they will move the Supreme Court. They're challenging the legislation that's been passed by the Tamil Nadu state assemblies and the Karnataka's assembly, allowing Jallikattu and Kambala respectively. This will be a big fight which will spiral in the two states. Now, my colleague Anusha Soni getting us more details. Anusha, what are you picking up from the PETA's next move?
Well, Devina, we must put all these developments into the broader perspective, which is that though PETA is now mulling to file a plea before the Supreme Court challenging Jallikattu, the Animal Welfare Board has already filed a plea before the Supreme Court of India challenging the state law which was passed, calling it that it's arbitrary, it's cruel to animals, and the exemption which is given to the state is not reasonable. So that challenge already exists at the Supreme Court. If PETA goes ahead and files this petition at the court, which they're still mulling at, they have not yet formally filed a plea, it's only going to increase the clamor against this festival as far as the top court is concerned. On the ground, the situation doesn't change much because the court has already fixed, a date for the final hearing of this matter when the detailed arguments are going to take place. So this is, a much anticipated move from them. They have had cold feet before, especially when we saw that the Jallikattu protests were going on. And in all likelihood, this week, they could file this plea before the Supreme Court.
Anusha, break this down for us. What are the legal options now? Because if the court is hearing the matter, does that mean that Jallikattu will have to be withheld? Kambala will have to be withheld in these two states?
Well, both of these are two separate, legal cases which will go on. As far as Jallikattu is concerned, even if PETA goes ahead and files the plea, it's not going to have any impact on the legality of the Jallikattu, which legally is permissible right now. After the President's assent, there was a law which was filed by the state, which allows the practice with the nod of the center. So right now, even if PETA goes ahead and challenges this before the Supreme Court, it's not going to tinker with the legality unless the Supreme Court grants a stay. In the last hearing, the mood of the court has been that they want to dispose of this matter finally. They want to hear, why is the new law arbitrary? And usually these legal proceedings take some time. So even if PETA goes ahead this week, files this plea at the Supreme Court, not much is going to change on the ground. Not much is going to happen with the legality of this festival, which is permissible right now.
Anusha, when are we looking at this petition coming up for hearing in the court today?
These are PETA officials which have spoken to the press and said that they are likely to file this petition this week. And once it is filed, it will have to be mentioned before the bench led by Justice Deepak Mishra, who's hearing the case. So a date of hearing is only, something we wait and watch. They have to go to the court and file this petition before. They have not done that yet. They are only saying that they have made up their minds. They are going to go ahead and file this plea.
It's been significant development in Tamil Nadu as well following a people's movement. PETA has faced a lot of backlash, including calls to be banned in the country. PETA looking at a long legal route at this point of time, it seems.
That's true. I mean, especially the unpopular sentiment against this animal rights group has been pretty evident. And that was also one of the reasons that they had a cold feet, while filing any petition before the Supreme Court. Even about 2-3 weeks ago, when the Animal Welfare Board, which is interestingly a statutory body under the government of India, filed a plea challenging the new law of the state and the way Centre has gone ahead and supported the state, we were all anticipating that PETA will come forward. However, they came forward and clarified that they have not filed anything before the Supreme Court as of now. They are still looking at the legal options. If you talk to the team of PETA, they clearly say that they are clearly talking to lawyers, asking them what they should do, how many petitions they should file, what is the way in which they should challenge the law. Animal Welfare Board has already done that, so they are leading this baton as far as the legal battle is concerned. PETA, as you said, got a cold feet because of the unpopular sentiment, but they have decided to take it forward and move to the Supreme Court of India.
All right, Anusha, be with me because I want to get Pramod right now to gauge sentiments in Chennai. He is standing by with us. Now, Pramod, you're at the spot where the DMK is protesting against the EPS government. If PETA takes this petition to the Supreme Court, that will be the first challenge for the EPS government as it's formed.
Well, Devina, after many decades, you saw what happened in Chennai in January, that massive protest, that was forwarded by students and not any political movement, all in the name of bringing back the tradition, Jallikattu, the Tamil values back. And they succeeded. It was not EPS but OPS who brought this amendment. He created this new law. He passed it, and Jallikattu was successfully conducted in Tamil Nadu. And I should also say that the way OPS worked to bring back Jallikattu made him extensively popular among the hearts of the people of Tamil Nadu. Now PETA has only decided to go with this petition. We also have to make it clear that this time the amendment is not from the center but from the state, carrying a value point that this Jallikattu amendment against PCA Act is something that falls with the value of the state, and it is not completely, it is Jallikattu will be regulated. And in fact, in what we saw in Avaniyapuram, Alanganallur and Palamedu, Jallikattu was very much regulated. The rules and regulations were placed properly, and even so we saw
there were also injuries. There were also injuries, Pramod. There were also injuries when Jallikattu was organized. The public sentiment is at one place, legality is at one place, and PETA, which has tried animal rights violation, is set to approach the Supreme Court. As a first news break that we can get you on India Today. Bala Somu, who's the Jallikattu organizer, is joining us as well. Sir, we've got the news that PETA is set to approach the Supreme Court against Jallikattu and Kambala organizing. And what would be the first response from your organization on this news?
Yeah, we expect PETA to do the same, and all the other foreign-funded organizations. Their bread and butter is, going in for cases like this and trying to show the world that they are doing something ethical. What is ethical about PETA killing puppies and kittens every day? They don't talk about it. They kill thousands of kittens and puppies and rabbits every day, perfectly adoptable animals. Every day they kill. So they don't want to talk about it. Are they willing to allow us to investigate them? There are so many photos about PETA killing puppies and kittens.
Sir, PETA is contending that it's an animal rights violation. We've already seen when Jallikattu was organized, in spite of the order that's been passed from the Tamil Nadu Assembly, there have been injuries. There have been injuries that have been reported at multiple places, and it's not been without ignoring of many safety norms that were prescribed in the order. So still there needs to be a complete implementation of the order. Much needs to be done, and PETA is challenging on the basis of the animal rights violation.
Yeah, exactly. PETA can challenge anything and everything under the garb of animal welfare, ignoring what it is doing. I'll come to the point of what we are talking here. We have established a control and regulation system to control things in Jallikattu. Okay, and of course, there are certain injuries that are happening. There may be, injuries happening. Tell me, are there no injuries happening in any other game? Football? Do people not get hurt in football? Cricket? This boy got hit by when a cricketer shot the ball into the stadium. So, are there no rules and regulations in cricket?
All right, sir. So, in the event that PETA is challenging Jallikattu and Kambala in the Supreme Court, would your organization also be filing a counter plea to allow the Jallikattu festival to be held in the state? What are the options that you will explore?
That PETA is filing against, and every Indian has a duty to stand with us. We have to fight against these foreign-funded organizations who know nothing about our culture, who know nothing about our traditions, who know nothing about what is happening here. I invited personally some of these people like Ambika Shukla and Gauri Maleki. Personally, I invited them to come and visit and take and see what Jallikattu is. They never turned up. They refused to come on the spot. They told me they will not come. Yeah, so you don't want to even see in person what is happening. All you are bothered about
All right, Mr. Bala Somu, appreciate you joining us. Sir. I'm afraid I'm out of time completely.